Over the past 25 years, the world's poorest countries have not had to pay as high a debt repayment as they do now. The group of 91 countries must pay an average of 16% of their government revenues towards debt repayment in 2023, and this figure will be even worse in 2024. As a result, these countries have less money available for crisis management, raising concerns that their economic decline will accelerate and become irreversible. Some countries are already on the brink of collapse, which could trigger a domino effect on the global economy. According to World Bank data analyzed by Debt Justice, Sri Lanka faces the steepest external repayment costs, amounting to 75% of government revenues this year. To meet these repayment installments, the Sri Lankan government would have to transfer 75% of its annual tax revenues out of the country, an amount it is realistically unable to pay. Moreover, its domestic debt repayments are even higher. The IMF's report last month estimates that these will amount to more than 27% of the gross domestic product in 2023, nearly triple the external debt repayments, which the IMF puts at 9.8% of GDP. Zambia and Ghana are also in serious trouble, as they are expected to default on their external debt payments this year. Pakistan's situation is critical as well, with a high risk of default, as its foreign government debts amount to 47% of state revenues this year. Nearly 20 more countries face a realistic chance of default, representing over 10% of all countries in the world. Many poor countries are already trapped in debt, only able to pay off loans by taking on more debt, making recovery nearly impossible. But how long can this continue? What happens if 10% of countries cannot repay their loans and essentially go bankrupt? Is there a solution? Or are we merely buying time and the current economic system cannot be sustained indefinitely, eventually collapsing? A study titled "The Limits to Growth" was published by MIT in 1972 addressing this potential collapse. It should be noted that, according to the study, the entire situation is avoidable if more conscious decisions are made. But are the world's leaders making the right decisions? Heidi Chow, the leader of Debt Justice, argues that debt repayment has once again reached a crisis level for many governments, hindering them from providing public services and addressing economic issues. The average debt repayment hit its lowest point in 2011 at 6.6% of revenues and has been rising since. The study's author calls for swift and comprehensive debt relief and the involvement of private creditors in debt forgiveness. However, Masood Ahmed, president of the Center for Global Development, believes the current problems cannot be handled as they were in the past. Most borrowers want to maintain access to multilateral creditors and, most importantly, private sector creditors, he said. No one knows what the right course of action is at the moment, and time is running out. If no significant steps are taken, the global economy may hit a new low, and the economies of countries already in difficult situations could collapse like a house of cards. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. We appreciate your support and hope to see you again soon.